Hello and welcome to Avengers Baseball. I'm R.C. Robbin. Imagine if the actors from the Marvel Cinematic Universe were to play Major League Baseball against legends past and present. And that's what you'd have right here on MLB The Show 22 for PlayStation. It's a created franchise. As you can see, the Avengers have been placed into the American League West. They are currently in first place with a 6-game lead over the second place Texas Rangers. They've taken the place of the Houston Astros in the AL West. This is game number 30. The Avengers are 21-8. Let's play the next game in the schedule. Jared Eichhoff of the Seattle Mariners versus Scarlet Witch, Elizabeth Olsen, not having a good season so far. 1-3 on the season. Play next game. Blinking uniform. Play full game. Simulation. Home stadium is Classic Yankee Stadium. Broadcast, regional theme, clear skies, looks good. Elizabeth Olsen is the starting pitcher. Everybody looks relatively well rested, so we'll just rock and roll. Actually, you know what? We'll take her out and put Sebastian Stan as the DH and Benedict Cumberbatch in left. We can put Don Cheadle in left instead. Let's rock and roll. Skip all. I hit, I pitch, I field. I do not run the bases. I let the computer run the bases for me. I do play-by-play, as you shall soon discover. This is game number 30 of a 162-game regular season created franchise on MLB The Show 22. And we are live here for some action on MLB The Show 22 as the Seattle Mariners face the Hollywood Avengers here at Classic Yankee Stadium. On the mound for the Avengers, Elizabeth Olsen making her 6th start of the season. She's 1-3 with an ERA of just over 4. And she will face Jimmy Rollins, 204 homers, 9 RBIs, leading off for the Seattle Mariners. Fastball low, ball 1. Avengers are 21-8. That's good for first place in the American League Western Division. Fastball misses outside. Count is 2 balls and no strikes to Rollins. Jimmy Rollins played for the Philadelphia Phillies in real life at around the turn of the century. Curveball finds the outside corner. Count is 2 balls and 1 strike. Backs him off the plate. Hitters count 3-1. On deck is the center fielder Duke Schneider. Here comes the 3-1 pitch. We'll throw him a cutter. Let's see what happens. Missed inside. She walks the first batter she sees. Ouch. Ouch. Next up, Duke Schneider. 252 average. Fastball down and in, ball 1. Duke Schneider, 5 homers, 8 runs batted in. Duke played for the Brooklyn Dodgers when the Dodgers were in Brooklyn, New York. High strike. Count evens 1 ball and 1 strike. Duke Schneider was Brooklyn's answer to Mickey Mantle. In there, strike 2. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Runner leads off first. In the dirt. Throws to second. Not in time. It's a wild pitch. Jimmy Rollins advances into scoring position. Count is 2-2. So still nobody out here in the top of the first inning. Fouls off the fastball. Could have been ball 3. Count will remain 2 balls and 2 strikes. Fouls it back. Breaking ball misses low. Count will go full 3 balls and 2 strikes to Schneider. On deck is Dante Bichette. Grounder off the pitcher's hip, throws to first, not in time. So it should be an infield single. Here's the replay. Back to the mound, off the glove. By the time Elizabeth Olsen gets the ball over to first base, it's an infield single for Duke Schneider. Runners at first and second. Rollins held at second. Up steps Dante Bichette, hitting .314. Fouls it up the first base line for strike one. Comes the 0-1 pitch. Ground ball up the middle and through. It is an RBI single for Dante Bichette. The throw home unnecessary. It's a 1-0 lead for Seattle here in the top of the first. Still, an out has not been recorded. Comes the replay. Next up, Ryan Howard. Down and in, ball one. Runners lead off first and second. That's a line drive to center, and it should dunk in there for a hit. Rounding third and heading home is the base runner. And he will advance to second on the throw home. So it's an RBI single. Uh-oh. Ryan Howard legging it out to second appears to have suffered a groin injury. The groin is indeed torn. It's possible Howard could miss up to 2 months of action. So Yan Gomes, pinch runner. So this is not a good start for the Hollywood Avengers. It's already 2-0 Seattle. Still nobody out. Up steps Jose Altuve. Backs him off the plate, high and tight, ball one. Two runners are in scoring position here in the top of the first. Deep drive. That's back. Cheadle on the track, looking up. It's gone. That's a 3-run home run for Jose Altuve, and it's a 5-0 lead here in the top of the first inning for the Seattle Mariners. Oh. Throw it back. Here's the replay. Oof. Ouch. Next up, Jason Kendall.
Ball, that's out.
And we've lost the meter line, so the manager is going to go for a mound visit to try and calm Elizabeth Olsen down. And the line returns. Lined, foul. Strike one. Count evens, 1 ball and 1 strike. That's a blue base hit to center. Rounding first, heading to second. The throw to second is in time. Nice throw by the center fielder. That's only the first out here in the top of the first inning. Nice throw by the center fielder, Richard Madden. Here's the replay. So 1 out, base is empty. Up steps Chris Bryant, hitting only 200 on the season. At the knees, 4 strike 1. 4 homers, 13 runs batted in. Grounded to first. Hemsworth will race him to the bag, and that's out number 2. Line up. Rollins, Schneider, Bichette, Gomes, Altuve, Kendall, Chris Bryant, Tyrone Taylor, and Samad Taylor, DH batting 9th. Dante Bichette has 283 career home runs. So Tyrone Taylor, 188, but has 6 homers on the season. Outside ball 1. Welcome to the live stream. This is Avengers Baseball on MLB The Show 22, a created franchise. As you can see, the Seattle Mariners have taken a very early 5-0 advantage here in only the top of the first inning. Ooh. It's going to be a tough hill to climb. Pitch low and outside, 2 balls and no strikes to Taylor. Pulls the ball in on his hands down the left field line, out of play. Count is 2 balls and 1 strike.
Ball 3.
Misses just low. Hitters count 3 balls and 1 strike. On deck is the number 9 hitter, Samad Taylor. Here comes the 3-1. And he chases a pitch, could have been ball 4, flies it the other way. Shang-Chi makes the catch to finally mercifully retire the side. The big blow was a 3-run home run by Jose Altuve. And after a half inning of play, it's the Seattle Mariners 5. The Hollywood Avengers come into bat. This is MLB The Show. So, on the mound for the Mariners, Jared Eichhoff making his 6th start. 1-2 with a 4.55 earned run average. And as you can see, Yan Gomes takes over for the injured Ryan Howard at first base. Leading off for the Hollywood Avengers, Tom Holland, 289, 6 homers, 13 runs batted in. Chases a curveball, swing and a miss, strike 1. Mariners are only 7-22, good for last place in the AL West. Again, chases a breaking ball in the dirt. Count no balls, 2 strikes to Spider-Man.
Ball 1.
Did he swing? No, he did not. Pitches outside, 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Ball 10.
Fastball low, count evens 2-2. Deep drive. Back goes the left fielder in front of the warning track, makes the catch for out number 1. Hit it on the nose, but right at the left fielder. Didn't get any air under it. Here's the lineup for the Avengers. Tom Holland's at second. Sebastian Stan is the DH. Chris Hemsworth at first. The catcher, Dave Bautista. Richard Madden at center. Don Cheadle in left. Chadwick Boseman at third. Simu Liu in right. Batting ninth, playing shortstop, Anthony Mackie. So next up, Sebastian Stan, 291, 9 home runs on the season to lead the ball club. Breaking ball outside, ball 1. This is game number 30 in the regular season. It's only early May. The Avengers are in first place, 6-game lead in the American League West. Fouls off the fastball. Out of play, strike 1. Count is 1 ball and 1 strike. Chases curve off the zone. Count is 1-2. And he grounds it to first. Eichhoff covering, steps on the bag for out number 2. Two down, up steps Thor Odinson, a.k.a. Chris Hemsworth, hitting .325. 5 homers, 15 runs batted in. 2 outs, bases empty. 5-0 Seattle here in the bottom of the first. Ground ball grabbed by Gomes, takes it himself. A quick 1-2-3 inning for Jared Eichhoff. And after 1 innings of play here in classic Yankee Stadium, it's the Mariners 5, the Avengers nothing. So we go to the top of the second. Up steps the number 9 hitter, Samad Taylor, hitting .204, a homer, 7 runs batted in. High and tight, but called a strike. Count is 0-1. And a swing and a miss out in front of the curve. Count quickly, no balls and 2 strikes. Line drive to right. Liu near the line makes the catch. Nice play by the right fielder. That's Shang-Chi out there in right for out number 1. Lineup turns over for Seattle. Jimmy Rollins walked in his first at-bat. Strike 1. 99 on the radar gun. Jimmy Rollins, an all-star during his major league career. Strike 2. Count quickly, no balls and 2 strikes. I wouldn't say he's a Hall of Famer. He is a World Series champion with the Philadelphia Phillies in 2008. Waist pitch is high, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Definitely an all-star caliber player. Strike 3 called. Rollins thought it was low. Nevertheless, there are 2 away. Much better inning for Olsen so far. Duke Snider had a single and a run scored in his first at-bat. At the knees for strike 1. Curve drops low, 1 ball and 1 strike. 5-0 Seattle here in the second inning. 2 outs, bases empty for Seattle. Misses inside, 2 balls and 1 strike. And again, Elizabeth Olsen falls behind a hitter. Pulls it, foul. Count is 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, bases empty. Fouls it upstairs behind home plate. The at-bat will continue. And he's a little late on it. Slices it down the left field line, out of play. Count remains 2-2. Grounds it to third, fielded by Bozeman. Black Panther throws to first in time. A much better result for Elizabeth Olsen, a 1-2-3 inning. After an inning and a half here at Classic Yankee Stadium, it's Seattle 5, the Hollywood Avengers nothing. Leading off the bottom of the second inning is Drax the Destroyer Dave Bautista, hitting .347 on the season. Eichhoff deals. And he rolls it over down the first base. Check that third base line, foul for strike 1. Dave is 12 for his last 33. And that's a ground ball, base hit through the box. This is a leadoff single for Drax the Destroyer. And they need base runners, so that's the way you want to start off the bottom of the second. Next up, center fielder Richard Madden hitting .324. Fouls back the fastball, strike 1. Case Richard Madden, the name, 6 homers, 12 RBIs, does not ring a bell. He played Icarus in the movie The Eternals. Not the most popular of Marvel films. Breaking ball in the dirt, blocked nicely by the catcher. Count evens, 1 ball and 1 strike. Line drive, base hit, almost took the head of the pitcher off. So 2 on, nobody out. Good start here in the bottom of the second inning. Statcast. Ouch. Exit velocity 111 miles per hour. So 2 on, nobody out. Up steps Don Cheadle, who's playing left field today. Pulls it hard but foul. Strike 1. Eichhoff sets and deals. Little late on the fastball. Deep but playable for Duke Snider in center. Makes the catch for out number 1. No advance. So with runners still at first and second, now with 1 away, up steps Black Panther, the late great Chadwick Boseman. Chadwick's hitting .240, 3 homers and 12 runs batted in. Batista leads off second. Madden leads off first. Check to swing. Did not swing. Ball one. In the dirt, blocked nicely by Kendall behind home plate. So here comes the 1-0 from Eichhoff. That ball is high. It is far. It is foul. It had the distance, but it was slicing down the right field line. Count evens, 1 ball and 1 strike. Almost a 3-run home run. Late on the high fastball, count is 1-2. Again, runners lead first and second. And it is a blooping base hit to left. Runners will hold. Its base is loaded with 1 out. Bloop base hit to left field, not hit hard enough, or not hit well enough to get that runner home from second, so the bases station to station will be loaded with Avengers here in the bottom of the second inning. Simu Liu, Shang-Chi, left-handed hitter hitting .217, has the bases loaded. Swing and a miss out in front of the curveball for strike 1. He does have 5 homers and 12 RBIs. Nowhere to put him. Got to throw strikes. Ground ball, base hit through the left side. 1 run will score. It's an RBI single for Simu Liu, and the MCU is now on the board. It's 5-1, Seattle. Just hit a hard ground ball through the left side. Next up, the number 9 hitter Anthony Mackie, switch hitter batting from the left side. Bases are still loaded with 1 away. Grounded, throws to second, and it's in the center field. 1 run will score on the error. It's 5-3, so all of a sudden it's a 2-run ball game on the E3. He could have taken out number 2 by stepping on the bag. He did not. He spun and threw the ball into center field, allowing another run to score. So it's now a 5-3 ball game here in the bottom of the second inning. So lineup turns over for Spider-Man Tom Holland. Runners are at second and third, the tying runs. In the dirt, blocked nicely, no advance. Jason Kendall preventing a run from crossing the plate. Count is 1 ball and no strikes to Holland. Fouls off the inside fastball in on his hands. Tom Holland currently an 8-game hitting streak. Count evens, 1 ball and 1 strike. Again, runners lead off second and third. Chases a slider down and away. Count quickly, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Needs to be more patient. Fastball high. Count evens, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Deep drive down the right field line, slicing, foul. Count will remain 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runners at second and third. 5-3 Seattle. Here comes the pitch. And he chases it in the dirt. Strike him out, throw him out. And there are 2 away, and he does not get that runner home from third with less than 2 outs. That's a mistake. This should be a 5-4 ball game. Now they'll need a single to score run number 4. Sebastian Stan, the Winter Soldier, grounded out in the first. He's 0 for 1. He does have 16 runs batted in, but the Avengers will need a hit from the Winter Soldier. And that's deep, but playable. And they will strand the runners at second and third. However, they do get on the board with the 3 spot. So after 2 innings of play here at Classic Yankee Stadium, it's the Mariners 5, the Avengers 3. We go to the top of the third. Dante Bichette has an RBI single today. Steps in there for his second plate appearance. At the knees for strike one. Dante has 2 homers in his last 3 games. I hope that streak doesn't continue. Out in front of the curve, swing and a miss, strike 2. Lazy fly ball to center. Madden charges, makes the play for out number 1. One away, up steps Yan Gomes. Not defensive. Injury replacement for first baseman Ryan Howard. Fastball misses outside, ball 1. Curve is low, 2 balls and no strikes. At the knees, strike 1. Count is 2-1. Hitters count, 3 balls, 1 strike. On deck, Jose Altuve. And he swings at the curveball. Count will go full, 3 balls and 2 strikes to Gomes. Here's the full count pitch. A little late on the 98-mile-an-hour fastball, fouls it down the right field line. Count will remain full at 3-2. Again late on the fastball, fouls it off. Fouls it back to the backstop. A battle between Gomes and Olsen. And it is a 2-hopper to the second baseman. Spider-Man throws to first in time, 2 away. So Olsen wins the battle. 2 outs, bases empty. Altuve steps in, hit a 3-run home run in his first at-bat. This time the bases are empty. Fastball outside, ball 1. He is hot at the plate. Just gets a piece of the breaking ball, fouls it off. Count is 1 ball and 1 strike. Outside corner, strike 2. Count is 1-2. Line drive, grounder up the middle, scooped out of the dirt. Long throw from Spider-Man on the shortstop side of second base to retire the side. After 2.5, here at Classic Yankee Stadium, it's 5-3, Mariners lead. We go to the bottom of the third. Up steps Chris Hemsworth. 0 for 1. Purple skies. Just gets a piece, fouls it back. Strike 1. Chases a pitch down and in under his hands. Count quickly, no balls and 2 strikes to Hemsworth. Grounder too short. Rollins fields, fires. Got him. 1 away. Hemsworth is 0 for 2. Next up, Dave Bautista singled, scored a run. 1 for 5 in this series. Swing and a miss at the high fastball. Just gets a piece of the slider down and away. Count quickly, no balls and 2 strikes to Bautista. In the dirt, swing and a miss, strike him out, throw him out, 2 away. So 2 down, bases empty for Richard Madden. Singled in his first at-bat. Line drive to center, but playable for Duke Snider. In front of the warning track, makes an over-the-shoulder catch to retire the side. A 1-2-3 inning for Jared Eichhoff. At the end of 3, it's 5-3, Seattle leads. We go to the top of the 4th. Jason Kendall, the catcher, singled in the first inning. Steps in to lead off. Outside corner, strike one. 97 on the radar gun. So after a really terrible first inning, Olsen seems to have settled down. Charging is Mackey, one hand, across his body, cut the check, one away. Nice play by the new Captain America at shortstop. Next up, Chris Bryant, grounded out. Grounder to short. Mackey fields, fires, got him, 2 away. So 2 down. Up steps Tyrone Taylor. Oh, that ball is deep. No one's going to get that one. That's a solo shot with 2 outs from Chris Bryant, and Seattle now leads by 3. It's 6-3. Mariners lead. Home run number 7 for Tyrone Taylor, and here is your replay. Ooh. Ouch. Distance 439 feet. Samad Taylor, the number 9 hitter, steps in, 0 for 1. Oh, that ball's hit the other way, and it is gone. Just over the 314 sign in right field. Back-to-back and belly-to-belly. Home run number 2 on the season for Samad Taylor. The Taylor brothers make this a 7-3 ball game. The shortest part of this ballpark. Distance only 335, but it was enough to get it out. So next up, Jimmy Rollins, the leadoff man, 0 for 1 with a walk. Strike 1. So 4-run ball game here in the top of the 4th inning. It's not looking good for the Hollywood Avengers so far. Outside corner, strike 2. Waste pitch, high, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Shallow pop up to center, charging is Icarus. Madden makes the catch to retire the side. But back-to-back homers by the Taylor brothers increases the Mariners' lead after 3.5 innings of play here at Yankee Stadium. It's the Mariners 7, the Avengers 3. So we go to the bottom of the 4th. Those guys are not calling the game. This guy is calling the game. I'm RC Robbin. Welcome to MLB The Show 22. This is Avengers Baseball. Leading off the bottom of the 4th is Don Cheadle, or War Machine in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Eichhoff pitches outside for ball 1. Don Cheadle is 5 for his last 17. That's a 294 clip. Misses outside again. Count is 2 balls and no strikes. Don Cheadle's a switch hitter, batting from the left side against the righty, Jared Eichhoff. Grounds it up the first baseline, pardon me, foul. Count is 2-1. Tried to wrap it inside that first base bag unsuccessfully. Chases a high fastball, and instead of it being a hitter's count at 3-1, the count is 2 balls and 2 strikes. That was a costly mistake. Ground ball off the chest of the third baseman. Bryant makes the strong throw in time. Nice recovery for out number 1 here in the bottom of the 4th. Next up is the late great Chadwick Boseman, singled, scored a run. Line drive, 1 hop into right in front of Dante Bichette. It's a 1-out single. Wakanda forever. Black Panther is on first base. Here's the replay. Hard line drive over the head of the first baseman, Yan Gomes. Next up, Simu Liu, 1 for 1. Grounds it, first base side, foul ball, strike 1. 7-3 Seattle here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Liu at the plate. Just gets a piece, fouls it back. Count is no balls and 2 strikes. Shang-Chi. Inside, backs him off the plate. Count is 1-2. Runner leads off first. Inside, 2 balls and 2 strikes. 1 out. Bozeman at first base. Oh, it hit him. It hit him. And that'll be first and second with 1 out. Down by 4, that's what you need. Up next is the new Captain America, Anthony Mackie, who reached on an error in the second. 0 for 1 officially. 2 on, 1 out here in the 4th. Let's see what happens. Late on the high fastball, fouls it down the left field line, out of play. Strike 1. Just gets a piece of that curveball. Count is no balls and 2 strikes. Comes the 0-2. Chases a high fastball, fouls it off. Count remains 0-2. Trying to protect the plate. Pulls it into the camera well. Count will remain 0-2. Oh! It would have hit him, but instead he swung at strike 3, and there were 2 away. Up next, Tom Holland, 2 away. Runners at first and second. Could not check his swing. Chases a high fastball, strike 1. Tom Holland's hitting .313 with runners in scoring position. If they want to score a run in this inning, they're going to need a hit. Inside and low, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Tom Holland's 0 for 2 today. Ground ball. Oh! He bobbles it, throws to first, not in time. Bases will be loaded. Jimmy Rollins couldn't come up with it and then couldn't recover. So Sebastian Stan, the Winter Soldier, who's 0 for 2, takes strike 1. He is up there with the bases loaded. He is the tying run here in the bottom of the 4th. Eichhoff sets and delivers. Fouls it off, and there are 2 quick strikes on Sebastian Stan. Hitting only a .111 with runners in scoring position. That's not a good stat. Deep drive to right, near that 314 sign. It is caught in the corner, and they strand the bases loaded. Dante Bichette in foul territory ends the inning for the Hollywood Avengers. At the end of 4, it's the Mariners 7, the Avengers 3. So we go to the top of the 5th. Duke Snider's 1 for 2 with a single.
Nope.
Fastball is low, ball 1. Deep drive, left center field gap. Cheadle on the move, makes the over-the-shoulder catch. Nice play. Covered a lot of real estate for out number 1. Next up is Dante Bichette, who has an RBI single in 2 plate appearances.
Nope.
Curveball is low, ball 1.
1-0.
His .317 average leads the Seattle Mariners. Deep drive. Liu near the track. Over the shoulder. Catch on the warning track. Collides with the wall. Nice play. Made it look easy. And there are 2 away. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 5th. So next up is Yan Gomes. 1 for 16 on the season. 0 for 1 today. If you are watching, welcome. This is Avengers Baseball. I am RC Robbin. Thank you for joining me. This is a created franchise on MLB The Show 22. Imagine if the actors from the Marvel Cinematic Universe were to play Major League Baseball. Fastball is high. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Here in the 5th inning, Seattle leads by 4. It's 7-3. And that's a drive headed for the left field corner. 1 hop off the wall. And it will be a 2-out double for Yan Gomes. That's, I believe, his 2nd hit of the season. First double of his career. No, first double of the season. I'm sure it's not the first double of his career. Here's the replay. Cheadle gets it back in. All right. It's already a 4-run lead. So we're going to go to the manager's office and the bullpen. And we're going to warm up Bradley Cooper and Tessa Thompson. And then the manager is going to go to a mound visit to give both of those relievers an opportunity to get loose. Next up, Jose Altuve. Late on it, lines it into the seats for foul ball, strike 1. Altuve has a 3-run home run in today's game. And it jams him. Short fly ball. Mackey makes the catch to retire the side. Cut the check. So after 4.5, it's a 4-run lead for the Seattle Mariners. Mariners lead 7-3. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Leading off is Chris Hemsworth. 0 for 2 today. Eichhoff still out there. And he fouls off the slider for strike 1. Hemsworth hitting over 400 against left-handed pitchers. Not so well against righties. Outside, 1 ball, 1 strike.
1-1.
Grounds it up the first base line. Fielded by Gomes. Takes it himself to the bag for the first out. 1 out. Dave Bautista, the catcher, steps up to the plate. Singled and scored a run. He is 1 for 2. Fastball is low, ball 1. But Dave Bautista, after this is game number 30, he has 35 hits already. That ball is high. It is far. That ball is gonzo. Drax the Destroyer. Nothing gets over my head. I'll catch it. And they're 1 run closer. A solo shot. Number 8 on the season for Dave Bautista. And it's now a 7-4 ball game. Let's watch the replay. Ouch. Ha ha. Next up, Richard Madden, 1 for 2. And that is a routine fly ball to right center field. Stu Schneider makes the catch for out number 2. Two outs, up steps Don Cheadle. 0 for 2 today. And he ties him up in knots, swinging and miss at the inside to high fastball. Count is no balls and 1 strike. And that's headed deep, but in front of the warning track, Schneider makes the catch to retire the side. So at the end of 5, it is an official ball game. The Avengers get a little bit closer thanks to the solo shot by Dave Bautista. However, they trail by 3. At the end of 5, it's the Mariners 7, the Avengers 4. We go to the top of the 6th inning. Jason Kendall is 1 for 2 with a single. Olsen is obviously on a very Short leash. Line drive to center. Charging is Madden. He will make the catch. Nice running play by the center fielder. And there's one away. For those of you that are new to the live stream, I hit, I pitch, I field. I do not run the bases. I let the computer run the bases for me. Chris Bryant is 0 for 2. He steps in there with 1 out. Curveball in there, strike 1. Just gets a piece of the changeup. Count quickly. No balls and 2 strikes on Bryant. I believe Chris Bryant is a World Series champion with the Chicago Cubs in real life. Fouls it upstairs behind home plate. Count will remain 0 and 2. Swing and a miss at the curve in the dirt. Struck him out swinging, and there are 2 away. And Bryant wants to know, was it a strike? And the umpire says, no, it was not. So 2 down, bases empty. Tyrone Taylor had a solo home run in his last at-bat. Steps in. Fastball misses outside, ball 1. Oh, that's got a chance. Back goes Cheadle, looking up. That's gone. So back-to-back home runs for Tyrone Taylor. He has 2 home runs in today's game. That's his 8th of the season. And they again have a 4-run lead. Seattle now leads 8-4. Let's watch the replay. So in back-to-back at-bats, the number 8 hitter in the Seattle Mariner lineup hits a home run. So I think that'll be all for Elizabeth Olsen. She was beaten up a little too much today. So let's go to the bullpen. So looking at who is up to go, right-hander Taylor, right-hander, switch hitter, and left-hander. So it doesn't really matter which way we go. So I'm going to go Bradley Cooper, the voice of Rocket Raccoon, put him in the game. Bradley Cooper has pitched in 9 games. This would be game number 10. He has no record, but his ERA is good. He's got a 2.51 earned run average over 14-plus innings. Samad Taylor hit a home run in his last at-bat. Fastball high, ball 1. 8-4 Seattle here in the 6th inning. That's a line drive to left. Drops in front of Don Cheadle. It is a 2-out single for Samad Taylor. Here's the replay as I drink my coffee. Ouch. So the lineup turns over for the Seattle Mariners. Jimmy Rollins, a switch hitter, turns around and bats from the right side against the lefty. Fastball low, ball 1. Jimmy Rollins has a walk and a run score today, but officially he is 0 for 2.
Ball 2.
High and tight, 2 balls, no strikes. Jimmy Rollins, yes, it says that he had a major league career with 4 teams, but most people remember him as a Philadelphia Philly. Outside, 3 balls, no strikes. Will he have the green light on 3-0? Well, time to find out. Doesn't matter. Pitch wasn't in there. So Bradley Cooper comes in with 2 outs, gives up a single and a walk. Now Duke Schneider steps in. He's 1 for 3 with a single today. Left-handed hitter. Runner in scoring position. At the knees, strike 1. Taylor at second. Rollins at first. 2 away. Already a 4-run lead. The Avengers cannot afford. Bozeman will step on the bag to retire the side. So after 5.5 innings of play, the Seattle Mariners increased their lead thanks to Tyrone Taylor's solo shot. It's 8-4 Mariners. So we go to the bottom of the 6th. Chadwick Boseman is 2 for 2 today. Black Panther. Eichhoff still on the mound here in the bottom of the 6th. Fastball inside, ball 1. Oh, that's a deep drive headed towards the left center field gap. It's got a chance. Looking up, that's Gonzo. Black Panther forever, baby. Wakanda forever. It's Chadwick Boseman's 4th homer of the season, a solo shot. And it's now 8-5. Mariners lead. Here's the replay. Eichhoff. Boom. Ouch. 399 feet to Death Valley. So 8-5 Mariners. Up steps the lefty Simu Liu. In on his hands, charging is the center fielder, and Duke Snider will make the catch. Out number 1. Next up, Anthony Mackie. Struck out, reached on an error, 0 for 2 today. Hitting from the left side against the righty Jared Eichhoff. Jams him with the fastball in under his hands, strike 1. Anthony Mackie played Falcon, and now he's the new Captain America in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Oh, that hit him. So home run and now a hit batter was their intent. Lineup turns over for the Avengers. Tom Holland is 1 for 3 with a single, 2 for 7 in this series. They need another base runner for the tying run to come to the plate. And he swings and misses at a curve for strike 1. That's Dusty Baker, the manager of the Avengers. Cheetah leads off first. Slider misses outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. And he swings and misses at the breaking ball. Slow curve. Inside corner. Count is 1-2. And gets him. Ball gets away. Oh, no, wait. Maybe he fouled it off. No, he did. Yes, he got him. Strike 3. And there are 2 away. He could not run to first on the ball in the dirt, because there was a base runner occupying first base. So with 2 outs, up steps Sebastian Stan, who is 0 for 3 today. He does have 9 home runs. Again, that slow curveball from Eichhoff fools a hitter. Stan swings and misses. Count is 0-1. Fastball outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. In the Mariners bullpen, a righty and a lefty, Julian Merriweather and lefty Sean Doolittle, are getting loose. Here comes the 1-1 from Eichhoff. Pitch out, nothing doing. Count is 2-1. And that's a line drive, base hit center field. And the tying run will come to the plate here in the bottom of the 6th. Runners at first and second with 2 outs. And the manager of the Seattle Mariners has seen enough. He makes the call to the bullpen. He wants the right-hander. Eichhoff. Robert Stephenson comes in relief, his 11th appearance. His record is 0-2 with a 5.12 earned run average. Chris Hemsworth is 0 for 3 today, but he does have the power to tie this game with 1 swing. Let's see what happens. Fouls off the curveball. Strike 1. It's 8-5 here in the bottom of the 6th. Runners laid off first and second. Fouls off the fastball down in the zone. Count is 0-2. Hemsworth is hitting .320 with runners in scoring position so far this season.
Nope, that's the ball.
Slider misses low. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Count 1-2.
Late on the fastball, fouls it off. Count remains 1-2. Stephenson on the mound in relief. Grounded to third. Over to second for the force to retire the side. So at the end of the sixth inning, it's 8-5 Mariners. Solo shot, Wakanda forever. So we go to the top of the seventh. Dante Bichette has an RBI single in today's game. Cooper's still on the mound in relief. Pulls it foul, strike one. Just gets a piece of the slider. Count no balls and 2 strikes. Bichette. And that's a deep drive to right. In front of the warning track, Liu makes the catch for out number 1. 8-5 Seattle here in the top of the 7th inning. Up next is Yan Gomes, who has 1 for 2 with a double today. And he's out in front, pulls it deep, but foul. Strike one. And that's a drive towards the left center field gap, racing over is Madden. He will make the over-the-shoulder catch for out number 2. Covered a lot of real estate. Made a nice play. 2 outs, bases empty. Up steps Altuve, who in the first inning did this. Boom! 3-run home run. And that is the difference in the ball game right now, is at 8-5. That 3-run home run. At the corner, strike one. Cooper deals. Looked like a high strike, called the strike by the home plate umpire. Count quickly, no balls, and 2 strikes to Altuve. Deep drive, Cheadle on his horse will not make the catch. 1 hop off the fence. It is going to be a 2-out double. Big turn at second, but he will hold. So, double number 7 on the season for Jose Altuve. Here's the replay. Don Cheadle, War Machine in left, could not make the catch. So next up is Jason Kendall, 1 for 3. The manager is going to go to the bullpen. Tessa Thompson is warm. Haley Steinfeld will start to warm up. That's Kate Bishop. Tessa Thompson is Valkyrie. She's going to come in. She's ready and waiting. Let's put her in the game. Tessa has not had a good season so far. This is game number 12 on the mound in relief. No record, but her ERA is up around 7 in 12-plus innings. And it's pop up on the first pitch. Holland, short right field grass, makes the catch to retire the side. So get up and stretch, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for the 7th inning stretch. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. 8-5. Mariners lead. So we go to the bottom of the 7th. Dave Bautista is 2 for 3 with a home run, if I'm not mistaken. Stephenson on the mound in his 2nd inning of relief work. Line drive, foul. Strike one. Couldn't get around on the fastball. Fastball high, 1 ball, 1 strike. Just gets a piece of that fastball on the outside corner. Count is 1-2. Seattle leads by 3 here in the bottom of the 7th inning. The Avengers are the home team. Swing and a miss at the slider, down and away. Fooled him completely for the first out. So the Avengers are the home team here at Classic Yankee Stadium. Next up, Richard Madden, 1 for 3. Fouls off the fastball, strike one. Looked like it might have been a ball. Fouls off the slider. Count no balls, 2 strikes. Stephenson looks sharp here in his relief appearance. Curveball outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. In the dirt, low, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Line drive, foul. Right through the stomach of the ball boy. Count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. And he fouls it off to stay alive. Stephenson's up to 15 pitches. .97 on the radar gun, fouled off, and the battle continues. Line drive, slicing into the seats, foul ball. Here comes pitch number 9 of this at-bat between Madden and Stephenson. Oh, he says he went too far. Could not check his swing. Strikeout, out number 2. 2 outs, up steps Don Cheadle, who's 0 for 3. Stephenson won that battle. 9-pitch at bat. Grounder, foul, first base side. Strike 1. Locks him in on his hands with the slider. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Just gets a piece of a curveball in the dirt to stay alive. And the at-bat will continue. Seattle leads 8-5 here in the 7th. High, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, 98 on the radar gun. Strikes him out, and that will be all for the 7th. The end of 7, it's Mariners 8, Avengers 5. This is MLB The Show 22. So we go to the top of the 8th. Up steps Chris Bryant, who struck out in his last at-bat. He's 0 for 3, 1 for 7 in this series. Tessa Thompson still on the mound. Fastball outside corner, strike. Deep drive, Madden racing back towards the warning track, looking up, makes the catch in front of the fence for the first out. Chris Bryant gave it a ride, but to the deepest part of the ballpark for out number 1. Next up, Tyrone Taylor, 2 for 3. He has 2 home runs in this game. Can he hit a third? Ow. I take this personally. Ow. So here comes number 3. I hope not. Fouls the fastball back, strike 1. Grounder to third. Bozeman fields, fires, and finally Tyrone Taylor is retired. If he's going to get his 3rd home run in this game, it's not going to be right now. So 2 down, bases empty for Samad Taylor, who's 2 for 3. He has a home run of his own in this game. Strike 1. Chopper to the mound. Tessa fields, fires, and the side is retired. Routine 1-2-3 inning for Tessa Thompson, Valkyrie. We go to The bottom of the 8th, Mariners lead by 3. On the mound for the Seattle Mariners is Julian Merriweather, making his 7th appearance on the mound. No record, 9 ERA in just 4 innings pitched. Chadwick Boseman is 3 for 3 today. A homer, 2 singles. Batting average is up to 262 after a rough start in April. Out in front of the curve, swinging a miss, strike 1. Chases a slider in the dirt, strike 2. A little anxious. Needs to calm down. Outside waist pitch. Attendance at Classic Yankee Stadium, 53,415. That, ladies and gentlemen, is a sellout. Here comes the 1-2 from Merriweather. High and outside. Count evens 2 balls and 2 strikes to Boseman. After being up 0-2, he falls to 3-2. Here comes the full count pitch to Chadwick. And that would have been ball 4. Swing and a miss, and there's 1 away. Chased a pitch up in his eyes. Next up, Simu Liu. Backs him off the plate, ball 1. Simu has his RBI single today. He's 1 for 2. In his eyes, pitches high, 2 balls and no strikes. They need base runners. Chases ball 3, fouls it off, count is 2-1. Need to show more discipline. That ball is high. It is far. That ball is gonzo. Simu Liu. Shang-Chi makes this a 2-run ball game with a solo home run. This is Shang-Chi's 6th homer of the season. And just like that, it's an 8-6 ball game. Here's the replay. Oh, yeah. Bang. Ouch. 429 feet to the bleacher creatures. So, 1 away, up steps Anthony Mackie, 0 for 2. Pulls it into that hole between first and second. It's a single. Cut the check for Anthony Mackie. The tying run will come to the plate here in the bottom of the 8th. Representing the tying run, Spider-Man, who's 1 for 4, Tom Holland. Backs him off the plate. The high cheese. Ball 1. Runner leads off first. 8-6 Seattle. Low and outside, ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. So after getting the first out on a strikeout, he gives up a home run, a single. Merriweather seems to be in trouble. Out in front of the circle, change, swing and a miss, strike 1. 2 balls and 1 strike to Tom Holland. Three and 1. On deck is the Winter Soldier, Sebastian Stan. Here comes the 3-1 pitch from Merriweather. Bouncer to the right side, 4-6. Not in time, so it's a fielder's choice out at second base. Here's the replay. Altuve wasn't a tailor-made double play ball, but they almost turned it. In any event, there are 2 away here in the bottom of the 8th. Up steps Sebastian Stan. He is still the tying run at the plate with an 8-6 lead. Fastball in there, 98 on the radar gun for strike 1. Sebastian has a single in the 6th inning. He's 1 for 4 today. Fastball misses outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Bucky Barnes at the plate. Holland is at first. And he hits a deep drive to right, but playable for Dante Bichette, and he will retire the side. So they do get a run on the solo shot by Simu Liu. As we go to the top of the ninth, the Mariners still lead. It's 8-6. Leading off the top of the ninth is the top of the lineup, Jimmy Rollins. 2 walks, run scored, officially 0 for 2. This is at bat number 5. Fastball outside corner, strike 1. Curveball low, 1 ball and 1 strike. Tessa Thompson has been economical with her pitch count, so she's still out there. Out in front, pulls the changeup down the right field line. Out of play, count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Seattle leads by 2. The Avengers need to go to the bottom of the ninth with it. Still a 2-run ball game. Chases a high fastball, fouls it back. Count remains 1-2. So they need to keep the ball game right where it is. So what we're going to do, the manager is going to go to the bullpen and warm up Haley Steinfeld. She's warming up, and Vin Diesel is going to warm up just in case we need to go to the bullpen. Fouls it at the plate. The changeup. Count remains 1-2 on Rollins. Oh, checked his swing, but home plate umpire says it was strike 3. So there's 1 away. Rollins didn't look happy. Next up, Duke Schneider. Single today, he's 1 for 4. Duke has power. Grounded to third. Bozeman routine play, and there are 2 away. 2 quick outs for Tessa. So 2 outs, bases empty for Dante Bichette. RBI single today, 1 for 4. At the knees for strike 1. And it's a bloop to right field. Charging is Liu. He will make the running catch to retire the side. So we go to the bottom of the ninth. Last licks for the Hollywood Avengers here at home. They need 2 runs to tie. Can they do it? The middle of the lineup, due up. Starting with Thor Odinson. Oh yeah, let's go. All right. Devin Williams, this season, 0-2 record. 2 saves, but 2 blown saves. ERA up around 13. Perfect opportunity for the Hollywood Avengers for him to blow another save. Hemsworth is 0 for 4 today, however. Here comes the pitch from Williams. That's a ball. Fastball inside, ball 1. They need a base runner to get the tying run to the plate in the bottom of the ninth. And he grounds it to first. His counterpart steps on the bag, and there's 1 out here in the bottom of the ninth. Not a lot of patience. Next up, Dave Bautista, 2 for 4 with a homer and a single. Again, he needs to get on base. Home run makes it 8-7. Fouls off the fastball, strike 1. Dave Bautista is Drax the Destroyer in the Guardians of the Galaxy. Swinging to miss at the circle change in on his hands. Count quickly, no balls and 2 strikes. And this is not how you drew it up. They needed to take pitches. Chases a high fastball, fouls it off. Count remains 0-2 on Bautista. And that's a line drive. It will dunk in there. He falls. And the runner will stay right where he is. Rather than risking a double and getting thrown out at second base, he is a runner at first, which means that the tying run will come to the plate here with 1 out in the bottom of the ninth. Representing the tying run, Richard Madden, 1 for 4. Checked his swing. No, he did not. Home plate umpire says he swung. Strike 1. Runner leads off first. 8-6 ball game here in the bottom of the ninth. Grounded. Third baseman over to second for one. Back to first. Safe. Almost a game-ending double play round the horn. It ends up being a fielder's choice out at second base. Chris Bryant over to Jimmy Rollins. So they're down to their final out of this ball game. Representing the final out and the tying run is Don Cheadle, who is 0 for 4 today. Here comes the pitch from Williams. Circle change off the plate, ball one. Chases a circle change in the dirt. Count evens 1 ball, 1 strike. Swing and a miss at the high fastball, and the Avengers are down to their final out. Check that, the final strike of this game. 1-2 pitch to Don Cheadle. Just gets a piece to stay alive, to keep their hopes alive of pulling this out in the bottom of the ninth. 8-6 ball game, runner at first. 2 outs in the ninth inning. Swing and a miss, he struck him out. Ball game over. Seattle wins 8-6. So this is the second game of a 3-game series. Avengers won the first game, they lost this game. So it's 1 game apiece. So they need to win tomorrow's game in order to get the rubber match, to win 2 out of 3 here at home. Eichhoff gets the win, he's 2-2. Elizabeth Olsen gets the loss, she is 1-8. The save will go to Devin Williams, he gets save number 8. This has been a broadcast of MLB The Show 22. I am RC Robbin, and let's go to the stats. Tyrone Taylor with his 2 home runs in this game is player of the game. Again, Jared Eichhoff gets the win. Elizabeth Olsen gets the loss. She is 1-4. Devin Williams, pardon me, I said 8. Devin Williams gets his 3rd save of the season. Let's go to confirm exit. I'll hang out on the stream for a moment. We will go to the standings just to get a sense of where we are in the grand scheme of the entire season. This was game number 30 on a regular season, which lasts 162 games plus. The calendar. As you can see, after 30 games, the Hollywood Avengers in the AL West division are 21-9. They still have a 6-game lead in the division over the Texas Rangers, who luckily for the Avengers are 15-15 after 30 games. So that's good for a 6-game lead. So even though I lost today, obviously not really all that much loss. It sucks to lose. I wish I could have won, but if you play a full season of 162 games, even the best teams lose 55-60 games. So it's inevitable. Would have liked to have pulled it out, but you know, them's the breaks. In any event, I am RC Robbin. Thank you so much for watching. Please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. This is a created franchise on MLB The Show 22. Take care of yourself and have yourself an awesome evening. Bye-bye.